Hello everyone. Today I'll be talking about one of the greatest and most adventurous sports I got the opportunity to play, that is sailing. So, in this video, I'll be telling you about what is sailing, what are the different types of boats in sailing, what are the different opportunities, and many other such things. So, before starting, let me introduce myself. My name is Atharv, and I have been playing this sport since I was in ninth class. So, approximately from last 7 years, I have been in this sports. I have played many state level games and participated in more than four nationals. I got the opportunity to play one international regatta, and I have in last year in 2019 I got the bronze medal in the national sailing in senior level youth, that is under 21. So let me first tell you what is sailing. Many people get confused between sailing and other yachting sports, that is rowing, canoeing, kayaking, and such and other. So let me tell you what is sailing. Sailing, we have a boat that has a sail over it. So apparently, I have a model that can help you understand what is sailing. So this is a typical sailing boat, what it looks like. So first, I'll tell you this is a double hanger boat, and I'll tell you the main parts of a sailboat. So this is the back part is called stern, the front part is called a bow. This whole thing is the down on which the whole boat is standing on the water. This whole thing is called hull. This little thing, which is the most important thing, is called the center board. So what is the use of center board? Center board helps the boat to go in a straight line. Otherwise, if the center board is not present, the boat will drift away. So let's come to the main part of a sailboat. That is this thing. This is a sail. So this one is called the mainsail, and this one is called a jib sail. This is the mast, and this one is called the boom. So apparently there is a very funny story why it is called boom. Because whenever we turn, for example, the boat is moving and we turn, this thing goes from this side to this side. And if you don't duck at the proper time, the wind can will strike on your head and give a long lasting scar that will remember that you sailed. So I have got my fair share of bumps from this boom. So this is why boom is also called is very dangerous. So you have to duck in time. So this is a main double-handed board. So this is the jib sail. So jib sail provide because the as double-handed boats are much more heavier and bigger, they need two sails to go in power. So this is one type of boat, and the other type of one in which I have played all the matches that I have said you is this kind of boat. This is a typical example of the laser type boat. So laser type boat, you have only one sail, and the person sits here and do all the work. So there are many what we call in this one ropes, but in the sailing language we call them sheets. So there are many sheets. So there are sheets here and here, main sheet and other cunning gum outhole, which control from which we control all the sail. So now I'll tell you how the sailboat works. Means this is the part where you have to learn something. So in this sailboat, the wind comes, and as you have all learned what is the Bernoulli's principle of that airplane wing, the same principle works here. It forms an aerofoil structure. So because of the wind passing through the outer side is faster because it has to cover more distance, and the inner one is goes slower than the outer one. So this creates a drift in the upwards direction. Because of this, the sailboat is goes in front, and there is also one lifting force here because of the center boat. There one more main part of the boat that I forgot because it's not in the model is a rudder. The rudder is present here like this. So the rudder has an extension here which is in the hand of the sailor, so he can change the direction of the boat by changing the rudder. So as he changes the rudder's direction, the boat also changes. There are two main taking turns drills in sailing. One is tack and the other one is jibe. So in tack, you go into the wind, and the jibe you go outside the wind. So there are many different terms. Let us not get into that. So I'll tell you different types of boats that are available. As you have already seen, there are mainly two types of boat. There is a double-handed boat and there is a single-handed boat. The different double-handed boats are Enterprise, the Sea Eagle, Omega, and such kind of hobby. And the other one is the single-handed boat. The single-handed boat, which is in the Olympic class and which I have sailed for the past 7 years, is the laser class boat. It is considered to be the fastest single-handed boat. So it's in the Olympic class and all Asian Games and Commonwealth Games as a sport. And other single-handeds are Pico, Optimistic, and so on. So now I'll tell you what are the different opportunities in sailing. First of all, let me tell you, sailing is called as the water chess. Means you have to have a physical strength and mental strength both. Let me tell you why you need physical strength. When you are sitting here and the wind pressure is more than 10 knots, this boat tends to capsize. Means if the force here is more, this boat will capsize and turn in the water. So there is a strap in here, that is the cockpit. There is a strap and you have to fix your leg and hack on the other side. Means your whole body is outside, only the feet are here and the whole body will be in the air suspended. So it requires a great amount of thigh and core power. And the other thing is the mental strength, because sailing is not a game in which you just have to run or just have to make all your physical fitness. You need mental fitness also, because you have to position yourself at the starting line when there are thousands of boats. And every time wind shifts, it's not a means static sport. The condition changes time to time. The wind shifts periodically. So when the wind shifts, the direction you have to change. As the sailboat cannot go directly into the wind because there will be no wind in the sail, it has to go, the minimum angle at which a sailboat can sail is 45 degrees. So there are different direction in which boats can sail. One is the 45 to 45, which is called the no-go zone, because the wind is coming from here and the sailboat cannot get any wind in the sail. At 45, that is the closest part you can sail to the wind, is called the beat. And at 45, it is called reach. And when it's 180 degree apart from the wind, that is directly wind is coming to the back of the sail, that is called run. This sailing sport require a lot of strategy and other things, because 50 boats are going in the same course. There are many crashes also, so you have to be careful. And there are many rules that if you are on the starboard side, you have an advantage and other things like that. So now let us move to what are the different opportunities. Let me tell you, you might see this is not much popular in India, as this one sailboat costs around 7 lakhs to 8 lakhs rupees. So I got the opportunity to sail with an army club, that is EMESA. So there are many other clubs, civilian and army club, which promote sailing. I have seen with my own eyes that many sports schools are now promoting sailing. They used to sail with us. That Telangana Sports School, Bhopal Sports School, many of the children were supported by the government and uh, trained in this sport. So there are also, so I got the opportunity to play with the army club. There are many other clubs, the civilian clubs, which helps you to do that. So you might think that this is not very popular as the boat is very costly in India. But in the foreign countries, as I got the opportunity to play in one international regatta, I got to see how much competition is there in this sport. In the European countries and especially in the South America and other countries, this sport is very popular. Everyone owns a boat and they sail every weekend or at every evening and practice. So the competition is very tough in the outside of India. So in India, it's particularly the competition is low, but you have to put in the same effort. Because if you think I'll just participate, you will not get a participation certificate in this sport until you complete. There are two rules. You have to complete half of the races of a tournament. Means if there are 12 races, you have to complete more than seven. And if there are and the after you're considered completing a race when you finish within 10 minutes of the first four finishing the line. So these are two rules. So let me tell you what are the opportunities in army. They are army and armed forces. First of all, I have seen many, a whole node is dedicated to this sport. That is Armin Yaching node, AYN. So they used to come with us in the national, and they are trained in the Arabian Sea in Mumbai. And there are many other Navy and Air Force also, which train at other different places. So these forces, and there's also one wholesaling club in NDA. The army is supporting this sport greatly. One of my friend who is a very great sailor. I know him in one tournament. So he was too good and who was participating online that army gave him an offer and made him a junior commission officer directly in the armed forces. So the opportunities are many, and one of the main advantage of this sport is if you put in effort, you can get many opportunities and great results. So let me tell you what are the things. I have got these medals because of this sport, and if you put in the efforts, you get all this. And this one is the medal I was talking about. That my national medal. So I got in 2019. So the opportunities for everyone is very great, and the only pinch you will feel in this sport is that you are facing nature in the sea or in the lakes, and no one will be around to you to cheer you or see your efforts. You will be fighting nature without anyone's support. So this might pinch you, but the adventure you feel while going in this sailing in this boat at around, it can also go at 80 kilometers, 100 kilometers speed. So let me tell you, if the wind is high about 50, more than 15 knots, so you can get a great opportunity in this. So you'll feel like riding a motorcycle, but without any fear of accident, because in a free sea you can go as fast as you can. So this concludes what I have to say. And there are many. There are many more sailors already in India which are performing at very highest level. I got the opportunity to meet many of the players like Captain Rajesh, Honorary Captain Rajesh Kumar sir, and one of my acquaintance, I'll say, Harshita Tomar, who recently got a bronze medal in the Asian 2017 sailing laser 4.7. So there are many others, and this sport is picking up the pace in India, and and it's a great sport. And I'll tell you to please try it once if in a life if you get the chance. It is a great sport. Thank you everyone, and have a